Think of New York City, and you probably picture the skyline. Millions of tourists see a massive, unified grid of avenues and towering skyscrapers. But for the people actually living in the outer boroughs, the city operates on an entirely different map. Modern street conflicts aren't run by massive, city-wide criminal syndicates or top-down hierarchies. Instead, the rules of engagement are dictated by hyper-local micro-territories, invisible borders drawn block by block, sometimes even building by building. These boundaries are most rigid inside the city's public housing projects. When thousands of people are packed into these dense urban blocks, the specific street you live on determines your allies and your enemies. Ordinary infrastructure becomes a flashpoint. A simple walk to the corner store, under the elevated train tracks, or crossing a specific avenue means leaving neutral ground and stepping into an active dispute. To actually understand the cycle of violence gripping New York, you have to look past the 5 boroughs and read this hidden geometry of the streets. Nowhere is this dynamic clearer than in the Brownsville neighborhood of Brooklyn. This area contains the highest concentration of public housing anywhere in the country. This map shows the 1 square mile war, outlining the macro boundaries of the Wu and Chu. These umbrellas break down into smaller sets across individual projects. Take Dumont Avenue. Crossing it puts a resident directly inside enemy Van Dyke territory. These block-by-block allegiances capture everyone from everyday residents to massive cultural figures. The late drill rapper Pop Smoke remained a loyal member of the 092 gang, a small set within the larger Wu Alliance, even as his music reached a global audience. Because these territories are so densely packed, the violence frequently spills over. Even a children's playground or a local barber shop can become a part of the battlefield, catching innocent bystanders in the crossfire. In the Bronx, the nature of the turf war has evolved. The battles here aren't just fought on the pavement. They are highly public, digital spectacles playing out in real time. Today's reality is defined by decentralized crews like the DOA Alliance. Their status isn't built on controlling a specific corner, it's built on internet clout, drill rap views, and public disrespect. This flowchart illustrates a new, dangerous loop. A digital taunt on Instagram Live instantly transcends physical neighborhood borders, demanding physical retaliation at a specific location. In 2021, drill rapper K-Flock frequently weaponized this tactic. He would film himself driving through rival territories to show his rivals how comfortable and confident he was, effectively using the live stream to provoke opposing crews. That digital posturing eventually led to a fatal confrontation. When K-Flock was spotted in a Harlem barbershop deep inside enemy territory, the encounter escalated into gunfire, leaving a rival gang member dead. Social media acts as a borderless accelerant. A neighborhood's safety is no longer dictated by physical distance, but by the viral speed of the internet. In Queens, the foot soldiers of this digital war are often teenagers. Older gang leaders recruit children as young as 14 or 15, arming them and giving them permission to target rivals in the area. This leads to brazen violence in broad daylight. In November 2022, 18-year-old Mark Green was shot while waiting for a bus as classes dismissed at North Queens Community High School. North Queens is a transfer school designed for students who are already struggling. For many of the teenagers walking out of that building, school is the one thing intended to keep them away from the streets. When violence follows these students right to the front door, the community loses one of its few remaining sanctuaries for its youth. It is easy to look at this geography and assume that violence defines the entirety of these neighborhoods. But counterforces operate in these exact same spaces. Community organizations, mentors, and violence interrupters are working to hold these blocks together. They monitor the same social media networks to intercept the digital-to-physical loop, mediating disputes and stopping shootings before they occur. These communities are reclaiming contested spaces, returning flashpoints to their original purpose as playgrounds and celebrated neighborhood hubs. The map of community resilience is ultimately what plots a hopeful, borderless future for the city's youth.